probability is a measure of events that is likely or unlikely. Probability has a chart, and the chart is this. It ranges from 0, half, and 1. So probability answers can be 0, can be half, or 1. So meaning that it can't go beyond 1. You can't have an answer greater than 1 in probability. It's possible to have a fraction. So probability is related to fraction, is related to percentage. So for example, it's possible for someone to get 0 point anything. So this is 0.5 in decimal, and this is the same thing as 1. So you can have your probability as either a fraction or decimal. And in the same manner, you may have it as percentage, which is going to be like 50%, right? So probability is related to fraction, is related to decimal, and is related to percentage. Okay, so when we say that the probability answer is 0, then 0 simply means never, right? Meaning that it is not certain, it is not going to happen. So why half or 50% is a probability answer that means maybe. That means it may be, it may happen, or may not happen. Why 1 is what? Certain, right? For example, if someone asks you that, oh, Mr. Ola, what's the probability of you coming to school tomorrow? If I tell you it is 0.5, that means I may come and I may not come. But if I tell you the probability is 1, that means certainly I'm coming to school. And if I tell you the probability is 0, that means I'm not coming at all. Probability questions cut across dice. Okay, it cuts across coin, or some things like experimental probability. Okay, what I mean by experimental probability, like an event. Do you understand that now? Experimental or event, right? And it's cut across card, playing of card, and also it's cut across wheels. Do you understand? So I'm going to give you 2 examples or 3 examples. So let's clean the board and do few examples. I'm going for probability. The basic formula for probability, are we there? Yeah. The basic formula for probability is just required divided by total. Required divided by what? Total. That is the number of required outcome divided by the total outcome. So that's the formula for probability. If you apply this formula, then you get your probability done. So that is number of required divided by the number of total. Do you understand that now? Please don't copy what you do not understand. I will give you 3 examples, like I said, and out of the 3 examples, you should at least be able to solve probability when you see it. I can send many worksheets to your WhatsApp platform for you to practice. Let's look at these 3 examples. First, we have a wheel here, right? So like a spinner, just like a lottery wheel, right? So what's the probability of this wheel pointing at 1? If you check it very well, what are the total figures we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meaning the total is what? 8. Total is what? 8. And do not forget, it is required over what? Total. So what's the probability of spinning 1? Probability of 1 will be equal to what? How many ones are there? 3. So that's going to be 3 over what? 8. Required over what? Total. Do not forget, the formula is what? Required over what? Total. That's what you're applying, right? So this is the formula for probability. So what is the probability of spinning 2? So prop of 2 will be what? 4 over what? 8. And you take it to the lowest end, that becomes what? 1 over 2. So that means probability of spinning 2 is 1 over 2. So what's the probability of spinning 3? 12 of 3. So that's 1 over what? 8, because there is only 1 3. Do you understand that now? So now let's move to second example, where we have a bag contains 5 green balls, 3 red balls, and 2 white balls. If a ball is picked at a random, right, what's the probability that it is a red ball, a blue ball, a green ball, a red or a white ball, right? So now let's solve that. So first, let's understand what's the total. Total is what? 10. 5 plus 3 plus 2. So the total is 10, right? Now let's solve all our questions one by one. A. This says probability of what? Prob of what? Red. Prob of red. How many reds are there? 3. That's 3. And what total? 10. That becomes 3 over what? 10. So number B. B says prob of what? Blue. So how many blues are there? How many blues are there? Clap for yourself. 0. So that becomes 0 over what? 10. And 0 divided by 10 is equal to what? 0. That means you can never get a blue ball, because the blue ball is not there at all. Right? So C, prob of what? Prob of green. So how many greens are there? 5. That's 5 over what? 10. That becomes what? 1 over 2. So that is the probability of getting a green ball is what? 1 over 2. So the last one that we have, which is good, prob of red or white. Whenever you are doing this, that means you add, all means add up in probability, right? So red is what? 3 over what? 10 plus what? White is 2. That's 2 over 10. When you add it together like fraction, that becomes what? 5 over 10. To the lowest 10, that becomes what? Half. Yes, 1 over 2. 1 over 2. So that means the probability of picking a red or a white is what? Half. You don't understand? Yes. Number 3. Now look at this one. This one is funny. Is special. What makes it special is that it says that what's the probability of tossing a 5 on a die. You know, when you hold a die in your hand, you shake it and you draw it. What's probability of getting a 5? What's probability of getting a 2 or getting any number? Do you understand now? So first, the question is, how many faces does a dice have? 6. So a dice has 6 faces. So that means the total is what? 6, right? So how many 5s are there? 1 5. So that means the probability of a 5, prob of 5 will be what? 1 over 6. Final answer. So probability is just very simple, except you do not pay attention. So the formula remains the formula remains required over total. So any questions you see of probability, just try to think of the required and think of the word total. Think of the required and think of the word total. So thank you.